Modified move. What's the handle?
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams for quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Wilson's Seahawks. With that Seattle, we're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
なんかラグいぞ参ったな。なんか何入れたかわかんない。あ、これか。なるほど。ああ、イエーイ。はいよ。
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
一瞬でやられてんじゃないか。やめてや、一瞬でやられるのは。
Now Wilson on second down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
ラグすぎんよ。
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Complete, Richardson has it. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The wide receivers often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
このラグだけはなんとかしてくれます。
stay on the ground. Rolls again. And find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he couldn't incomplete.
マジか、それをこか、お前。完全に言ってたじゃないですか。
That when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10.
やっぱもうちょっとランが押すべきだな。押すべきだなっていうか、ランが出ないと厳しいな。厳しいな。
Now it's a former Washington State running back. It's Chris Ivory. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
そこは開くっていう。だけど他のとこ守るっていう。あれですね。
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now a first carry for TJ Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
あ止まるーって思った止まってしまう。
To throw, it's Bortles.
Okay. 素晴らしいルキー。
Jaron Reed in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down.
これは鈴木君を選んだ。パターンだったね、完全に。一人で二人目に使ったっていう感じに作られて。
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt.
ないと思いますよ。そうか、なんかラグいんだよな。ラグからやめませんかって言ってみるか、もしかして。じゃあさん。
So on fourth down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They start on the ground with Rawls. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go again with Rawls. And They'll take this one up to about the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. The 13 yards that time and a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, Wilson. On the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And taken right at the 35. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Bortles now on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. A dump off for Ivory. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol.
Okay.
This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Bortles to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders. We'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him a couple yards. He's out of bounds right around the 23. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well.
Nada. やってられっか、こんなもん。最悪だ。どうすっかね、これは。 ランクいときついな。